Welcome back to the Intel Esports Arena as we're plugged in for a whole day of Pro League goodness. And I'm joined once again by Snods for some more fantastic action. How you doing, Snods? You excited about the second map? Obviously. Well, after how one side of the first one was, you know, as casters, we want the best, most competitive matchup to really get into it. As you know, the fans at home want the best, you know, action there really is. But a 16-4, very one-sided affair in favor of mousesports, and maybe HellRaisers can bring it back here on Cobble. Yeah, that's true, right? Obviously going to be the second map here. Cobblestone. It's a best of two, so if mousesports can close it out in two, that's going to be very good for them in terms of the points they actually do pick up. So that's going to be what they're looking at. What do you see going down here?
Well, I mean, with the individual performance there from Sunny, 20 kills in the first half, plus a map like Cobblestone as well, where you can, you know, really exploit that individual skill, you know, towards A long, towards B platform as well, walking out and taking those 1v1s towards the B site. For me, you know, I think the knife plays a big part here. HellRaisers on their T side may fall flat just versus the individual skill we've already seen versus mousesports.
It's true. I mean, right now, from what we saw in the first map, just seems like mousesports are on fire. Everyone's looking crisp. Basically just ran over them and murdered them consistently in terms of those site takes. Were able to get everything going from away the rounds on their T side. We only saw mere rounds, just one every time for HellRaisers. When they did pick up a round, there was no connection. They couldn't keep it going. It was quite stagnant. It didn't look like there was much change there in terms of being able to adapt on the fly, because that slow strategic style of CS that Angel was calling didn't work out well.
It's true. Obviously, they won a round, they got instantly reset. I mean, 4 times they got reset, and obviously on the CT side, you'd be reset that many times, you know, 4 Spires with CZs, then Ecos with USP, you know, you're already looking at 6, 7 rounds with pistols, maybe even 8 rounds with pistols, and mousesports obviously mopped them all up very, very easily. Sunny there, 20 frags in the first half, just annihilating HellRaisers across the board. Yeah. On Cobblestone, you know, we need to see a pistol round victory at the start of this for HellRaisers to really get the ball rolling so they can, you know, feel like they can actually shoot back versus mousesports.
That's true. At least something to give them a little bit of extra boost in terms of the economy, right? Because the rounds they did win, if they actually establish their economy, you've got something to fall back on. You've got those rounds where you can be like, all right, it's fine. We can still buy into this. We can try and play around it. But they were basically broken in terms of the money the whole way through. When they did get a buyout, it was a reset. Obviously, you've got the loss bonus going for you, but there's only so much you can do. They didn't really have momentum from it, so there's no buffer in terms of round wins.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, going to the second half as well, we said, you know, HellRaisers have to win the pistol in the second half as they were 12-3 down. They lost that, 13-3, pretty much the game as good as done there. You can see the bet odds as well. Actually, not as much in favor as mousesports as we thought. And that could have been because of how close the, obviously, game on LAN versus V4 Festival when it was a 16-14, 16-13. So actually, there's some good money to be made there on mousesports.
It's very true. Because it actually did sort of seem like when you look at this best of two, right? We expected quite a slow, drawn-out overall best of two. With both these maps going at least a distance, right? Getting you into a long position, but that just wasn't the case.
No, it wasn't at all, obviously. HellRaisers struggling. And yeah, individually, as a team across the board, you know, no players really having a crazy performance into one round, you know, no, you know, ace from Woxic or it's been crazy from Mr. towards the A site. Instead, you know, all the players, you know, going rather quiet and not really make all the noise required to really, you know, silence and you know, defend or do anything versus mousesports.
It's true. It looked very just sort of just standard, really. Quite quiet. They didn't really want to deviate from the set plan, and that sort of comes back to bite them in the bottom a little bit. They didn't try and play with aggression, didn't try and switch things up enough, and mousesports, they're a team that if they see that's going to be the case, they're just going to run over you. They're just going to run through your face.
Yeah, I mean, for Cobblestone, you know, what's going to change here? Obviously, the CT side could be, well, we hope it's going to be better than what we saw at Mirage, obviously. 12-3 in the, yeah, it needs to be. 12-3 in the first half, they're in favor of mousesports. But yeah, I think a T-side Cobblestone from mousesports is going to be stellar. So yeah, I think this is all about the T-side for both HellRaisers and mousesports.
Well, let's get into it as we will be diving into our second map, Cobblestone. It's the best of two between these two sides. Is it going to be 2 maps going the way of mousesports, or will it go 1-1 and be split right down the middle? As HellRaisers, they need to get something going from. They will be on the T side. The CT side is going to be mousesports nods.
Well, the aggression here, the confidence, gleaming once again. Ooh, the timing there, Oscar. Playing out the knife, but it's going to be the mid-rush here coming out from HellRaisers already.
Oh, straight through. Are they going to be sent straight down to the underworld as the frags come out from Sunny and Sticko? A killer piece, but Woxic and Angel do a little bit of damage back themselves. Woxic actually starting to get the blood pumping as well, Snods. 2 fast kills with the Glock. As the A site now is looking a little bit weak. It's on Rops and Chris J to defend.
Chris J with the defuse kit. Robs has the Kevlar coming in from behind. Woxic, Bondic expecting some sort of flank here, but they're going to go back towards the B-bomb side, it seems. Robs spots out the first 2 players, trying to see if he can land the headshot, but Angel jumping back in towards Dragonlaw. But the information has been garnered now. Chris J in towards potentially Chicken Coop here. Can be hide, play passive, allow the bomb to maybe go down and try and find 2 frags.
And the point is, look how low they are. Bondic on 43 HP, Angel on 3 HP. They're not good at all. They're green around the gills. They're going to be limping their way in towards the bomb site. Angel's focusing on the correct angle, but Chris J gets a tag off. More to be done. Needs to find these kills. Pops the head of Bondic. He's been gifted the bomb as well. This makes it so awkward into the round, but this is where Rops needs to come through. It's now left in a 1v2. If he can isolate the 1v1s, maybe there's something to go his way, but instead, Frag comes through from Woxic, slays the chicken for good luck as well, and that is the first round going for HellRaisers.
If only he knew how low those players really were. 3 HP there for Angel and 20 for Woxic. 1-0 here. HellRaisers winning the pistol on the T sides. They are, you know, changing the course here of this map potentially. We said that key to victory for HellRaisers into the second map after the bloodbath they saw on Mirage would be claiming the second half pistol, trying to fight back into this one. So, going smoothly so far, but it is obviously the first round. Going to be 2 MAC-10s, 3 AKs, to back up those SMGs at distance. Molotov's coming in towards close, but it is still going to be TZ's fairly close here.
That's a really nice Molotov, though, to force him back out of position. Psycho still try to play around it, as he does push back in, but it's taken down a notch by the AK-47 of Woxic, who just wants to try and line up a absolute meal of frags here. Peeks out, gets his second of the round as Rops goes down. Dead Fox might fall. It actually keeps it within the range of a 3v3. Backstab for Oscar, but he's detected. You had Angel holding the lurk. They now believe that A site could be clear as well from this read, so they're going to rotate round. Keeping them on their toes is Bondic, and he might actually finish the round almost lonesome anyway, as they're going to try and get the bomb plant on the A site. He's still keeping them busy, going toe-to-toe on B. He can try and delay this. Kill Sunny just as the bomb goes down, so they maximize the cash. He will find the kill. They might get that bomb down anyway. They do. So for HellRaisers, a lovely little round coming out.
It is indeed. 3 players surviving as well. The MAC-10's finding frags. So they do have some cash to work with here, but obviously Dead Fox is going to need to be dropped rather than reinvest into their own weaponry. It is going to be the MAC-10 again for Angel though, so 3 AKs, glue there for Bondic from the last round, a MAC-10 onto Angel, so they can slow the pace here. Right, down expecting some aggression from mousesports potentially, but instead, you know, more of that default style of play here from the CT side, spread across the map 3 to 2. 2 towards A, 3 towards that B bomb site. Oscar going for the peek towards A long, already taken out of the server, so should be another clean round here for HellRaisers. Stack up the cash as much as possible. Question, obviously, we always ask is, are those MAC-10s, are those SMGs going to find themselves into the first buy round, or will Angel just simply swap it out for an AK?
Yeah, that's true. You can play it out like a little bit more of a scouting round, be able to run the risk a tad, or just play it smart, get out the rifles, and really take your opposition down with 100% confidence. As this push does come out towards the B site, tons of utility swarming in, setting the site ablaze, blowing it to bits, and then blocking off the lines of sight with the smokes that they do have. Sunny, though, cheeky little angle. Gets the first frag for free as he lands a juicy shot there on towards Bondic, but Dead Fox with a double. Once again, HellRaisers go 3 for 3 in terms of the pistol. Doesn't get the bomb down that time, so won't get the extra cash, but it doesn't matter. HellRaisers, they've done the hard part. They've got the pistol, they've got all the rounds following that. This is where the real game begins again, though. mousesports now on the buy as they invest into it. How are they going to opt to play it? As you can see, Star for utility actually nowhere near as good as you'd imagine they should have, but they do have 5 smokes. That's going to be pivotal, as those smokes could delay so long into these rounds, Nods.
5 M4s from mousesports. No defuse kits as well, so confidence here obviously for mousesports and allow the bomb to go down. Through the smoke as well as they're going to connect a few shots with the AK, putting Chris J down to 41 HP. Minute 30 left on the clock here, and aggression already from HellRaisers. In towards the mid door, they are close. They're waiting for the smoke to fade, and they're eventually going to make their move. Flashbang going to be lined up potentially. Actually, no. Pre-aiming the angle there towards connector in case an AWP was stationed there. But instead, Oscar with the M4 this time. No AWP into commission just yet.
HellRaisers burst out through me. They go for the trade as Oscar might get one, but Dead Fox bludgeons him back with the AK-47. So now falls into a 4v4 in the round. Still a minute on the clock. Chris J. He could detect the location of the bomb here, but he barely gets spotted out by Isra in just the nick of time. Denies in front of the bomb. Denies what could be a massive backstab play into the round as well. Dead Fox scan out over by A, trying to test the waters and keep them believing it is going to be an A play, when in reality, it's a bit of a B bombardment here for the rest of the remaining Ts. That's troublesome. Losing Stiko like that as he goes down with a headshot from Issa. The only 2 remaining CTs are on the A site. It's an awkward firefight. Rops gets peppered up by Dead Fox, but he does fight for it, stays alive. But that's the save. You've got to throw in the towel, fall back, and just defend those weapons, really. which means the first rifle round goes the way of HellRaisers, and they're actually getting momentum now, Snods.
Yeah, they're looking good. 4-0 up here, going into the first bar, and they found success. Obviously, Oscar going 1 for 1 towards middle. Chris J paranoid about an eventual A execution from HellRaisers. Went for information as he pushed towards B platform. Issa outside drop holding for that. Instantly we saw 4 versus 3. HellRaisers able to make the right adjustments to go back towards the B site and catch mousesports when they had 2 players towards A. So misread from them and a great call from Angel mid-round allowed HellRaisers to see the 4-0 start. And obviously it seemed like HellRaisers were super paranoid about Oscar obviously AWPing towards connector. One of the things we see a lot of the times from mousesports is leaving Oscar alone towards A long. That's one of the things actually when top teams do play versus mousesports is exploiting the fact that there is only Oscar alone towards the A site. They can smoke off towards wood, they can smoke off matrix as well, rush and burst up through middle, and basically have the A site for free and pretty much quarantine Oscar towards A long. It will be the force buy around the 2 saved rifles here from mousesports. FAMAS coming out for Oscar, saved AK for Sunny, M4s for both Robs and Chris J. And it will be Stiko playing towards close platform at the broken wall with the MP9.
Yeah. Obviously Oscar, without his trusty AWP in his hands as well, limits what he can actually do over at that A site if he does play on his lonesome. Now with a FAMAS in his hands, very close. It's risky, but it could work out. Gets the first kill. There's the trade from Woxic. Wall bangs him. A bit of a Woxic classic. You will find that frag, Snod. It's a 4v4. Heavy damage done to Woxic, though. You can see he's actually taken the brute force of that from Oscar. So he's left on 33 HP. 55 seconds left on the clock, though, as we move into round 5. How's this one going to start to pan out?
Molotov will delay HellRaisers momentarily, but the real play seemingly going to be concluding towards that B bomb site. 4 versus 4. As Woxic with the AWP front of the frag for HellRaisers, but it's fairly low. Stiko towards connector door, paranoid about a drop take potentially. Also going to be having Chris J of the M4 as well, armed to the teeth. As he finds the frag, now it's a Bondic. Gets up close and personal towards platform.
Yeah, that was nice. The anti-flash position, flash over from a teammate, bounds in, gets the initial kill. And it's now back onto Woxic. Are we going to see some vintage AWPing skills coming out from him? Will he be able to wreak havoc on the site and cause absolute chaos? Let's see. He needs to get the bomb down quick, smart. Dives on over. Finds the kill on Stiko. Push from the side as well, but Rops, he's going to run his way straight through him. Finds that kill, grabs the AWP for Oscar. And mousesports finally come into effect with that round.
They do indeed. HellRaisers coming back towards the B site. 2 via drop and 2 via B platform, but Chris J, Stiko as well. Well, mainly Chris J really finding those 2 pivotal frags. The first towards drop. Whips it round towards broken wall as well. Gets the second onto HellRaisers, trying to see if they can force their way in towards B. But obviously we know this from before, Jack. The reset potential now for the CT side after winning the first round for themselves. As they will be lined up towards B platform. Most likely going to be a B execution here from the terrorist side as the smokes will eventually fly through the sky. And Angel makes his way down, drop exposed.
Yeah, running straight out. Opens the buttons on his coat, tries to find a couple of frags here as Chris J with one, traded back through. Rops is being a bit of a maniac as he does find these kills. Oscar comes into effect though with the AWP snars. Now it's all on the retake. Rops just dominating against him with the M4 as he really starts to cause some ruckus. But Issa chops off his head and is now just left in the 1v1. Peeks out Oscar, not suspecting it. Hits him with a guillotine. Oscar goes down. That's a reset. Looking like a bit of a HellRaisers round there for mousesports. Reset comes back through. They're going to be broken. Their money's been robbed from their pockets. They've left their wallet at the restaurant. And they're going to be in dire straits.
Oh, slight digs to me, I see. 5-1. Round number 7. Mac 10 for Dead Fox and both Angel. Actually, not going to be the UMP there for Angel, but both going to be winning the SMGs. 2 AKs as well. And, of course, the AWP for Oscar. So the money is in the favor here of HellRaisers. And now then, CZ for Oscar and Stiko. USPs is what around off the rest of the bar here, and already one of the CZs taken out of the inventory for mousesports. So high chance we do see the 6-1. So Karma has come its full course and come right back around as HellRaisers are the ones now on the forefront of resetting mousesports' economy and going to that 6-1 lead as we saw mousesports had Mirage versus actually HellRaisers themselves.
It's very true. yin and yang. It's all gone full circles. We come back round. I mean, HellRaisers, this should be the 6th round. Then from that point, it just depends if mousesports can actually get momentum back in their court. But there's always the reset that will loom over them if they do win rounds. Angel up close personal on the site. It's all ablaze around him, but he's just going to try and take him down to blaze of glory. As Rops gets sent off, it's all on Sticko. A 1v3. He's going to hear the footsteps, tries to go for the stealthy play, gets behind him. He's in the rear now, but Bondik. Issa finds the frag, actually. It looked like Bondik was going to go for the flick there, but Issa from the site was able to connect it. Does kill him. There's no backstab potential. 6th round claimed. mousesports, the economy still isn't great. Depends what they actually want to go for.
Yeah, I mean, Oscar can obviously invest into the AWP, but no Kevlar to back it up, and we know Oscar likes to play aggressive with the AWP, but yeah, it will be another eco coming out for mousesports, so HellRaisers looking sharp. Just going to be Issa alone towards B, obviously. He's going to be throwing out the B grenade, smoke platform, molly stairs, flashbang as well. Trying his best to sell a bit of a fake here, but now HellRaisers have been spotted. It could be the P250 from Sunny, trying to work his magic at range, but we know those pistols aren't the best at that sort of distance.
Oh, Oscar and Rops normally can be quite naughty with those Deagles, but not really finding as much damage into this one. Instead, Fox is dominating with his AK. Bondik as well punishes Oscar. Stico goes down as he'll stick to the ground after that. But finally, they can rebuy up. mousesports, they have the economy now from saving that round. It will be the double up setup. One on Rops actually going to be passed over to Chris J, the primary AWP on Oscar as well, of course, as they do have the weaponry to back up their bold claims, but can they hit their shots? How are they going to play this one? Let's see if they deviate from the standard here.
7-1. Oscar, once again close, but this time no longer has the M4. Going to be wood in the AWP. He will find the first frag, but it's really all a fake once again. The 4-1 style of CS coming out from HellRaisers, and this time it's not going to work versus the AWPs.
Yeah, they're going rapid into the B site. They just sprint their way through. Dead Fox with 2, though. Bondik as well. Kills Rops, and now it's actually back into a 2v2. It's a winnable round for either side.
Oh.
The tag from Oscar. Barely legging Bondik on the way out. But Bondik, he could be a bit cheeky here. Try and push back through the smoke, go for a bold play if he wants to, but instead plays it smart. Waits till the bomb has gone down, tries to support his teammate. Woxic shows off his acrobatic skills as he glides through the air. But he's going to hit the deck as he face plants. Slain by Sunny. It's all up to Bondik, throws the clip in the AK, tries to slay from far away. We'll get the first on Sunny, but more to be done. Oscar leaps his way over to the site. He has the AWP, jumps on the bomb, forces the push. He might just go for the straight defuse, and it looks like he could get it as well. Bondik coming round, it'll be a full 10-second defuse. Oh, the headshot from Bondik just in the nick of time, as he will stop him. That's going to be unfortunate for him, Snods, as mousesports, once again, they're going to be begging for a loan from the bank.
Well, $3,000 across the board now aggregately for mousesports. Not enough money to actually invest into the full buy, but they have the maximum round loss bonus now. So they can save this one, go for the quasi buy as you see. The upgraded pistols across the board, plus one smoke there for Rops, backed up by Kevlar as well onto Stico, Rops and Sunny. Wow, this is all telegraphed to be a 9-1 now for HellRaisers, and they've already won the half on the T side of Cobblestone. Both teams having incredible T-halves into these matchups, but a 1-for-1 exchange already. Woxic, Oscar, find one apiece. Oscar also tagged as well down through the wall. So HellRaisers have the advantage in terms of HP, plus as well the Kevlar onto the all 4 remaining players, plus the utility, the rifles. But we know what these pistols can do.
Yeah, pistol prowess can always be a key standpoint of this mousesports side, but let's see Oscar. He's been trying to play this close angle quite a few times, but hasn't really been working out fantastically for him. Got the Deagle, though. Is he going to send Angel down? Or will he be ascending up as he gets the frag? Finds the first and the second with a very rapid flick as well. Batters Chris J. As they now push up towards the A site, Snod straight in and straight through. Angel teaming with confidence as he flies in. Finds that frag on Rops, and it is just down to Sticko. It's going to come out from window. Peer back up towards the A site. Wants to try and punish him with a critical strike from his CZ, but the likelihood of him actually getting anything out of this round is going to be minimal, as they can hunt him as well.
Yeah, 1 versus 4. Bondik on the flank towards the B site. But Stika is going to come in towards A, but instantly silenced by Issa. 9-1. This could be an argument for a tactical pause here to come out from mousesports, and it will be. Just like that. 8-round advantage now for HellRaisers on the T side of Cbble. And these are looking to shape up to be very fast games. One for either team, obviously. Mirage concluding 16-4. Well, it was the exact same scoreline here at this point. This is when we saw a pause from HellRaisers. They won the round. They went to 9-2. Then they got ecoed. So they lost the round. They got reset. Then they fell short at 11-2. Then eventually concluded the first half 12-3. This could be the same affair here. HellRaisers won the half already on their T side. One more round, they get to double digits. Even a 10-5 half, they're going to be extremely happy with.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. If you can just get something from this, obviously you've got to peel it back a little bit because you've won the half already for HellRaisers, right? They're also playing with confidence. They're still in a good position in terms of buy rounds. It's not like they've started to slow down either. It's only been the one round that came out from mousesports. Then it was an instant reset, and they need to switch something up soon. Once again, we see the double AWP setup, though. Obviously, it is 2 for Tuesday, Snods. You might as well.
Is it Tuesday today? It is a Tuesday today. Nice. Wow. Smoke thrown from all the way towards T-spawn, but I imagine it's going to be towards the B side. Flashes rain in as well, but the HE grenades have done enough splash damage to leave Angel onto low HP. 44 points of health for him. The Molotovs as well going to do even more damage.
Yeah, that is very nice utility usage there from mousesports. Just counters everything that was coming out from HellRaisers. And off the back of the pause, it seems to have worked well as they just obliterated them with the AWP shots. And the damage from Sunny's M4. Bondik, though, tries to go for a bit of an audacious play. Finds the head of Rops and leaves him dead as a doorknob on the ground. Going to post up as well as he holds against the wall. Will he actually find these frags if they come out? Will they suspect he's already gone up towards A? This is where Oscar will be listening out, trying to get info for his side and telegraph what exactly is going on as Bondik still just holds, playing with confidence. Sunny as well in the backstab, needs to locate the bomb. Is currently strapped to the back of Woxic. Gets first contact, misses the no-scope on Oscar, but Oscar wasn't fast enough. He's slain by Woxic as the Turkish Terminator now slips up towards the site. More to be done. Bondik in position, ready to punish as well. Woxic still fighting this. Now he needs to go to the site. There's the final frag from Bondik. HellRaisers. It looked like it was done and dusted. They were left dead on the ground, but they've reinvigorated them. And they've just gone huge, Snods. Chris J. He has to just blow him out of the water now with the AWP face. Is he going to have the upper hand, or will that be given to Woxic as the face should come out shortly? You can see a little bit of paranoia as well. So many angles to clear. This isn't going to be easy for him. He's going to be so focused on way too many different positions. Peeks round, but it's the AK fire from Bondik that will obliterate him. As he finds that kill, confident spam there as well. And HellRaisers, what a round to win.
Yeah, 10-1 up now. 9-round advantage. 5 versus 2. Woxic towards A long, finds the frag on Oscar, opens up the site, the flank as well. Bondik in towards Connector. He could deny the rotations because Woxic found the 2 frags on towards the site. The A site was clear. They could play the after plant perfectly. And there you have it. 10-1 here. mousesports getting desperate now, getting so aggressive, pushing in towards the A site, pushing in towards platform as well. As we see the default across the map now from HellRaisers, they know that mousesports have to get desperate, but shot through the wall there onto Bondik. Means we are onto the 4 versus 4. Rob's going to be boosted up as well, trying to claim the AK as his reward. And then we have it.
Ooh. Stiko as well towards mid. Gets that first kill on Angel. Chris J comes through. The pistols are reigning supreme as all of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, they picked it up. mousesports. They might have been left absolutely broken in terms of the economy, but they still had confidence in themselves. And at the end of the day, Snods, Counter-Strike is confidence.
Very, very true. 10-2 then. mousesports bring this one back. Obviously, the aggression did succeed. And so did the CZs. HellRaisers walking through that mid-choke point up close versus the CZs. Obviously, we know how strong those can be. Failed smoke towards middle. We'll delay the smoke towards Matrix, I believe. Oscar AWPing towards A long. This is the scenario I was talking about, Jack, where Oscar AWPs alone towards the A site, towards A long. Instant rotations now from Sunny. So they have him here to hold the line.
Yeah, Sunny can play around the smoke as well. The 30 bullets of pain that can come out, but it's only going to be a couple of pop shots before he loses his face. Ripped the bits there by Bondik, but Chris J playing it like it's an aim map right now. The marksmanship is just phenomenal as he finds both of those frags and really makes this round awkward now for HellRaisers. It's just going to be Angel that needs to raise hell as he's left into the 1v3. Kills his first as he'll be able to tackle the great Sticko. Molotov comes in as well to slow him down, but it's still going to be a hard task. The bomb is left in no man's land, covered between both Chris J and Rops. He's got a collection of utility in his back pockets, though, to make his life a tad bit easier, as he can sprinkle that in for good measure. There goes his last flashbang now as he dives out. He's telegraphed his location. He's told that information to Rops, but will Rops actually peek out? Is Angel going to suspect the location? No, he won't. Walks into it. The crab crouch. And he gets ripped to bits as he goes down to Rops there. 3-10 is now the scoreline. Snods off the back of a huge round from mousesports from the Pistols.
Yeah, some momentum here found for mousesports on the CT side as they win 2 on the trot. Obviously, great for their economy. If they had lost that round and been reset, you know, this could have got crazy. This could have been a 12-2, maybe the 13-2 half here in favor of HellRaisers on their T side. The money's starting to dwindle away here. This is going to be the 4 AK buy coming out from HellRaisers. Galil as well for Issa. And Oscar once again towards middle, going to isolate the first frag here. Gets the advantage for his team. Minute 30 left on the clock here, and only 20 seconds in, we see Oscar netting mousesports the first frag. It is on the CT side. It's so good at finding the entry frags. Playing towards middle this time, as we saw HellRaisers were trying to exploit the fact he was solo towards a long. But this time he's not alone. Jack has the advantage as the cavalry is here already. Sunny trying to aid Oscar in this scenario, and he will do just that. Headshot connected onto Dead Fox, 5 versus 3.
Yep, support man Shunny going to be signing through as he finds those frags, but he'll only be able to grab 2 before Woxic comes back in with full effect. And now, HellRaisers into a 2v4. You're outnumbered 2-1. You are also pretty efficiently outgunned. 2 AWPs still in commission for mousesports, and some really favourable angles. Spondic making noise, trying to be a bit of an elephant. Over towards B. That is a filthy angle as well. Could be even better. If he killed Rops, it would have been dominant, but instead he goes down and it all trickles to just one man. The last terrorist that remains, it is Woxic in a 1 versus 3 Snods. He's got the AK-47 and a dream in mind, but can he actually pick this round up? It's only Chris J on the B site. Everyone else grouped up over at A. Woxic out through window, peering around, trying to get a read of where exactly they are, but Rops had the angle and will lop him off.
Lop him off. 4-10, then mousesports collecting the last 3 rounds. As I said before, HellRaisers is still going to be content here. 10-5 up. And they should be, especially after how the last map did go. 10 rounds already for the T side of HellRaisers, going into the CT half as well. We said that that's where they may struggle. Obviously, the T side where you have the aggression from Sunny walking off the platform, the AWP from Moscow as well, can have those individual rounds that really opens it up. The lurks from Rops that are so well timed. 10-4. Still going to be the 6-round deficit for mousesports, but at least now they're starting to waken up here. It's not quite the blowout we saw last map.
It's true. It's actually keeping itself a little bit closer. For HellRaisers, though, you go for a pause now at this position, right? Obviously, it just decides the last round and a half, but an 11-4 reads a whole lot better than a 10-5 when you get into the nitty-gritty of it. Especially depending on how a pistol round goes, it can turn the tide quite rapidly. So they're going to want to try and pick up this final round if possible, but it has to be something audacious. For a spanner into the works, see what sticks really, Snods. As you've got yourself 4 pocket AKs in the forms of the CZs, 1 Galil on Woxic, and a little collection of utility across all 5 of the members, but where are they actually going to go with this? Early on, Dead Fox and Molotov out, but takes a ton of damage actually back there as he gets scorched on the way out. Issa as well with a slight dink, knocking him down to 88.
Ooh, already down drop here for HellRaisers. They find the first frag. Rob spamming through the door. Will connect the damage though. Only 2 HP left there for Issa as he comes back through. Wow, 1 for 1 there for Dead Fox. 4 players remaining here for HellRaisers. Only 1 towards A. That is Oscar. They have to deal with this player first.
Oh. It's been a bold round so far from HellRaisers. That's what you need. You've got to go for these audacious plays if you want it to work out. Bomb going to go down. And all of a sudden, it's Rops and Chris J. They're going to need to paint the town red if they want to pick this one up. As Rops obliterated. His face has been smashed in by Angel. And it's all on Chris J. His lips get peeled back, and he goes down to Bondic, and that makes it an 11-4 at the half. And to what was basically just a force mode. 4 CZs, 1 Galil. That was the only rifle you had out, and you've done it. You've just gone for a higher fast tempo play.
And it's worked out, obviously. Passive play there towards drop, allowed for the A-split to come through. They found the first frag in towards, obviously, connected door. Sunny gets taken care of. Then it's all down to Oscar alone towards the B-bomb site, or the A site, sorry. And as soon as he goes down from balcony, a 3 versus 5 where mousesports have the A site in their control. Such a hard site to retake, especially when you're in the man deficit. But 11-4, HellRaisers, as we said before, if they win the second half pistol here, this could easily shape up to be what? A 14-4 scoreline, 10-round advantage at that point. Game pretty much as good as done. Conversely, mousesports, if they can bring this one back, 11-7, could still go in their favor.
It very well could do, Snots. I mean, it's not over until it's over. And right now, 4-11 is the scoreline that we have available to us. And mousesports, they had a tremendous first map. I mean, Mirage was basically what we're seeing go down here, except the names were flipped. And can they try and get some of that back into them? Inject themselves a bit of adrenaline, get the momentum flowing through as it needs to change. It needs to change quickly. The early contact play not working out too well, though. Woxic spots him out. The Turkish Terminator does go down as he is picked to pieces there by the firing squad of mousesports that are stuck on track towards the A site. But here comes the backstab. The rotate round from the CT Snods. They played it smart. They're going to be converging from all angles. Will the immovable object, the unrelenting force, stop this one as they push into the site? Bondic with the first, tried to invite them into his bomb site, but they overthrow him, take control. Chris J as well can now go for the bomb plant. It has to be a 2 versus 4, make it a 2v3 as Angel blows to bits Oscar. Sunny as well gets slammed down into the ground, and it's just on Rops and Chris J. This is going to be awkward for him. A site defense at this point might be a little bit hard as the push is coming out. Dead Fox trying to detect him. Chris J will slay, but Dead Fox, he could do it. He could be the dominant factor, and he is! 12-4. They pick up the pistol round they need, and this might have just sealed the deal and mean they could actually close this one out, Snods.
And there you have it, a 2 versus 4. And a 12-4 scoreline. Mousesports falling short once again. Round number 17, 8-round deficit for mousesports into this one. And the clinical headshots from Dead Fox will grant them the 12th. So, I mean, the saving grace here for mousesports, I guess, is the fact that the bomb was planted so they can save this one. Buy into round number 18, but the issue is the headjack. At that point, it is going to be a 13-4 scoreline.
Chris J's gone for an AK buy.
Oh, they have. They've gone for the CIS force buy, where one player drops over an AK. Obviously, the player that found frags into the pistol, plus the bomb plant, so you have about 2,900, 2,700. But Chris J going to be winning that one. Will invest into Kevlar as well. So we are going to see potentially a contact play towards the platform with that AK to see if they can make it work. But if not, you know, you can juggle around the AK, try and make it work.
That's true. Obviously, the idea behind that strategy is to drop it back. Chris J goes in as the front line. You just eventually pick it up and transfer it between you as the peak comes round. A bit of a struggle tap, but eventually finds it. But he's already lost Sunny. And now they have to push in. They have to go in off the back of it. But Chris J annihilates Issa there. That was a nice kill as he does tap him down. Woxic comes back through onto Oscar, but he was just a mere distraction over at the A site, and all the CTs are struggling at B. Chris J makes it a 1v1 though. The CIS buy could be the dream of a lifetime. So he might actually deny another round going the way of HellRaisers. Bomb will go down. He's given a chance to plant it. Resets, peeks out. Barely misses as well. Falls short. Goes down to Woxic. That's a free AK transferred over. A 13th round picked up. And what could possibly be the downfall of mousesports. Obviously nice enough for them. They got 2 bomb plants now out of both of these rounds, which means the economy is going to be healthy, so it was worth going for the risky play with the AK. But it has to be something now, Snods. It needs to be this instant.
Oh, most definitely. Obviously, 30-4 down now, round number 18. It is going to be the buy up from mousesports. Bomb was planted, so they can go for a decent buy here. Sunny onto a Deagle, obviously dropped over the AK in the last round to Chris J. Orp for Oscar off the back of the 2 bomb plants. So at least they have that to work with. FAMAS for Bondic, MP9 for Dead Fox as well. 3 rifles to round off the rest of the buy. Or make it 2 as already one of them's taken out of the picture. Robs finds the first frag here on towards B platform. 5 versus 4. And now for mousesports, they can start to pace this round right down. They can group up together, go for a contact play, maybe towards A long, trade the frag, 3 versus 4, execute towards A. The round could be as good as done.
Well, let's see if that will be the case right now. 1:14 left on the clock. Obviously, this is round 18. 13 have already been picked up for HellRaisers, so only 3 away from a win, 2 away from an overtime safety net. And for mousesports, it's going to be a whole lot more. So they have to really grin and bear their way through this, but see if they're going to be able to get some momentum now back in their favor. Dead Fox with the aggression, but he's just absolutely owned there. Nice shot coming through off the AK towards mid as they've already lost 2 members on the CT side. The T's actually in a pretty good position for once.
Yeah, you're right, actually. 5 versus 3, 2-player advantage, but we've already seen a similar sort of rounds here. Back when it was Woxic that went absolutely huge with the orb. That was back in the last half. Can mousesports forget about that and focus now on their T side? While making its way towards B platform now. Just going to be the lone wolf, and that is Issa, alone towards the B side. The steps are being made now as he is in towards Electric. Well, Rob's there with a double tap from the AK, going to be silencing him already. Yeah, 5 versus 2. Yeah, this could be the save.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it on paper, Snod's unlikely they're going to do too much. It's actually a kill from an MP9 with Sunny. That's going to be awful for Woxic. He goes down, loses that rifle. I mean, for HellRaisers as well, if they actually did get through with a double save, your chances of actually being able to get something out in the latter rounds are so much more. But Bondic, at least if he can hold on to his M4, extends out, playing quite cheeky. He is bold.
Very, very, very bold. We'll get the 1 exit frag and into the 1 versus 5 nevertheless. The bomb is expiring momentarily. So it shall go 13-5, but the big one at that. mousesports have only won 1 round so far onto this second half. If they lose this one, get reset. They will have cash to work with, but this game is still so close to concluding. HellRaisers need 3 more rounds to draw this one out to a 16-5 or a 16 whatever, really. And make it a 1-for-1 in terms of the map spread out so far. Obviously, though, if it goes to OT, it's a reduction in terms of the amount of points you win. So HellRaisers, they definitely don't want to be seeing overtime on the cards anytime shortly.
No, that's true. They don't want this to come back within that region. Obviously, right now, there is a chance for mousesports as you have the buy. You've actually put HellRaisers onto the back foot for once, but they've got Bondic's rifle, and the rest of them are just armed with the CZ. Woxic up close and personal, but annihilated there on the jump round. Sunny, just with a speedy face off the SMG, going for a Ferrari peak.
Ferrari peak around the corner indeed. Oh, and a Citron peak there from Angel as he's crouched around there. Dead Fox on the flashbang, not connecting though, unfortunately, from his teammates. And there you have it, a 5 versus 2 instantly. Yeah. As we see Bondic still has the M4. And it's alone here into this one. It was the force buy back from HellRaisers. They thought they could try silence mousesports and get the reset in. But instead, they're the ones now trying to salvage the weaponry into the next one. As we do see it go 13-6, so mousesports are definitely bring this one back. Obviously, still in quite a large deficit. That's 7 rounds, but it's workable. Especially now as we see an eco potentially from HellRaisers into the next round. Round number 19. And mousesports, can they try to get the 2-0 here?
Well, this is the fact, right? From picking up this round now, because there was actually the force buy that came out from HellRaisers to work around Bondic's rifle. It was only the 1 rifle that was saved rather than the 2, so didn't really increase their odds that highly, which means with the 6th round now picked up for mousesports, then they should be getting the freebie. So this is basically 2 for the price of 1. I mean, you're looking at the region of a 7-13. Obviously, from there, it's actually not too far off. If you get another reset round in, Snodge, you bring yourself pretty close to actually getting this back into the favor of mousesports within essentially 3 or 4 rounds. That isn't too hard for them. Obviously, HellRaisers as well. They still haven't got themselves to the 15 round marks. You don't have that safety net there, which means this isn't going to be forced into overtime. It would still be a long slog for them. So let's see how this round goes down on the eco. Bondic once again saved his M4. So he's got the kit that was provided from that round. There's a MAC-10 on Woxic. And Issa, just with the CZ and the Taddy utility he had as well, Snods.
mousesports, leaving Oscar in towards the tower there towards T-spawn. And apart from that, the remaining squad stationed towards B. Chris J this time with the aggression towards platform, going to take the 1 versus 1. Bondic towards tree finds 1. Oh, line to the second as well, dodging around the tree. And with the silenced and 4, will silence both Rops. And his teammate Chris. Sunny with the reply frag. Whew, had to dart away there from the HE grenade. The splash damage nearly able to take him down. As he's only on 7 HP now. 3 versus 4, but Bondic is low too, so still around but it's extremely winnable here for mousesports.
So that tree position can be so powerful into these rounds as well. Angel walking into the back of his teammate there as they do link up. Passing the AWP out, so Sunny can actually now grab that. So we drop down to him. He's going to go for the contact face on the site. They're staggered in terms of the man advantage, but Bondik is incredibly low. The same could be said for Sunny there, but Bogdan's lost, Nods. That's why he's been given the AWP.
Oh, of course. Low HP, one shot from the AWP to take someone down. So they have found their way now onto the B-bomb side. It is down to Issa in towards Chicken Coop as he finds one. Still alive here into the scenario, but eventually the wall bang as well from Sunny's AWP will connect. And now Bondik onto low HP. Spots at the first frag. Sunny, 7 points of health, but as you said, has the AWP. Maybe this is a defining key factor here.
Yeah, could be the Bogdan's Law 4K. Let's see if that is going to be the vintage factor behind this. Is Sunny. He could be a nuisance. Peeks out, tries to find that kill. Bondik allowed a moment of opportunity to get on the site. Expects the face. He peeks, but he doesn't take him down. Kills him with the M4. That's a 4K for Bondik. The double save paid off as that silenced M4 has just reigned supreme. That is a 14th round picked up. mousesports, they're going to be kicking themselves. So much damage done from Sunny there. Just a fall short of the final hurdle.
Yeah, but obviously we cannot forget the damage at the start of the round there from Bondik. Obviously finds himself the quad kill into that round. The 2K towards Trey onto Chris J. And robs. And whips it around as well in the 1 versus 1. Phase coming out. Sunny missing that shot on 7 HP as well. He knew himself he had to go for the instant flick. One shot from the M4 would have taken him down. He had to try and go for the lightning fast shot. But the miss there gave too much room for error. And now 14-6 down. This could be a 1-1 here, Jack. Next map being obviously Stralis versus a Go. And on paper, that's another swift game. So today's schedule could be rather swift.
It's true. Let's see how this round goes down though, as it's around 21. Aggression comes through over at drop. 2 players already in, Chris J and the boys, as they try and make some ruckus, pushing their way around. Gonna go for the mousesports Killer Bee swarm onto the site as they push around. Chris J clearing out these angles, has to push for the smoke. If he goes now, the timing would be absolutely perfect for him, but Bondik with a counterplay. Smacked down by Sunny there. Chris J as well coming through with a frag of his own as they get 2. Woxic struggling on the site. No real defense, no cover, not too much you can do. And they've just made a mockery out of him. Everyone's been completely destroyed. That is the round going the way of mousesports. Dead Fox, he has to save.
1 versus 5 then. As you said, only real option to this one is to save the M4. Has full utility to work with as well into the next round. In terms of cash, HellRaisers, after winning the last round, their round loss bonus is going to go back down to 1,400. So Bondik could buy, Woxic could buy an M4 as well, and obviously Dead Fox could drop over maybe a UMP. So they could go for a fairly decent buy here. You know, 3 rifles, a CZ, a UMP, with some decent utility, especially onto Dead Fox. So the round could be feasible. Or they could save if they want to bring out the big AWPs onto Woxic and potentially Dead Fox as well. As now it goes 14-7. Even though mousesports have won this last round, they still are trailing behind him, halving the scoreline put on the board so far from HellRaisers. We are now into round number 22.
I don't know about you, but I feel like HellRaisers are feeling 22.
I feel like if you didn't say the HellRaisers bit, it would have been good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Usually it works for overtime, that normally, because of it's 22 rounds. I don't know about you.
I'm feeling 22. Yeah, but obviously that's what, double OT?
Yeah, normally, yeah. Anyway, into this one, Chris J.
Well, that's a nice smoke.
That is a nice smoke. It's a max
nice
smoke.
Yeah. It's a nice kill as well, actually, before the smoke even does bloom. Robs with the first. 5 versus 4. And that smoke actually lands so fast. It's really good for a beat rush. Wow. 3 players towards A here from HellRaisers. Seems like they got quite the read.
Just waiting for this push to come towards them. Woxic, this time actually supported by Bondik. First time we've really seen the 2-player setup in commissions. Let's see if it works well. Could try and bait around his teammate here, but Bondik might do all the damage on his lonesome. He shouldn't actually suspect the location of Woxic, but he should just clear it defaultly anyway. Peeks round, but Woxic wins it, meaning all of a sudden there's just 2 mousesports players left. That's Rops at half HP. And Chris J, as they go for the play-in, but a welcome at is down on the B site, Snods. It's completely free for them. They've been invited in. They're allowed to take it.
Oh, this is a winnable round here for mousesports. 2 versus 3. No diffusers here for the CT side. The bomb will go down. They can plant for connector as well. So, great after plants. Great weaponry as they're the ones with the 2 AKs. Issa still deducted down to a CZ. But now we begin. 2 versus 3 retake. The flashes come over. Angel the peak catches Christian in the open. The refrag eventually going to come out from Woxic now. As it leaves Robs in the 1 versus 2. But those drive-bys with the CZs, Jack, are just so prolific.
Yeah. Issa clutch from Issa. He'll be able to pick that one up, meaning we do go to match point now for HellRaisers. They've got themselves the safety net of overtime. You've also got the fact that the pressure is now mounted firmly on the shoulders of mousesports because there's no room for error. There's no room for mistakes. It's got to be a consistent spew of rounds back-to-back here to actually pick this game up now.
Very true. 8 rounds in a row required by mousesports. No tactical timeout as well. Nothing to try and work out what they're going to do into this potential final rounds here on Cobblestone. But 2 very one-sided games so far. And a 1-1 projected to be the final conclusion here in this best of 2. Wow, mousesports. Slow start to this round, obviously expecting HellRaisers to go for the aggressive play early on. Expecting, as we saw in the last round from Dead Fox with the solo M4, to try and rush and get the first frag for themselves into this round. But we are seeing rather a slow pace here. Smoke's going out. Grenades as well as utility flies over towards the B-bomb site. Just a fake though. Trying to force out as much utility as possible from the boys from HellRaisers. Molotovs are going to be thrown and lobbed towards B. But the real play now, down drop.
Oh, Bondic. What's he going to be able to do here if this push comes up? Hides behind the rock, but is he going to be the rock of the defense for the side of HellRaisers into this round as they slowly start to trickle in, but he instantly hits the stop button there. Issa and Angel as well, a killer piece. Angel with a second into the round. It all goes down to Oscar, the mean machine, the mad fragger that he can be. It needs to be displayed. The animal within couldn't land the flick. Blown to bits by the Turkish Terminator, and that is it. HellRaisers, they pick it up as this series is split 1 map apiece.
Yeah, unlikely as well when we saw, obviously, how one-sided Mirage was. A 16-4 in favor of mousesports. We thought a similar affair coming into Cobblestone as obviously V4 Gaming Fest, a 2-0 for mousesports there. But HellRaisers, they wake up between the 2 maps, they recompose themselves, they forgot about Mirage completely, and they showed dominance there. Now, what's their points going to be actually? So right now they're 10th, but they've only played so far 12 games. They're going to be on decent scoreline. They're going to be beating out North, for example, and Heroic now. So actually, HellRaisers looking fairly good. mousesports as well, upping the leaderboard now, actually over NIP. So this could be ESL Pro League finals here for mousesports. That was actually a really big loss there.
Yeah.
On Cobblestone. That could have actually been the difference between securing the finals and still having to fight for it now.
Well, that's the point, right? So you're sat at a pretty comfortable 5th place, but
fifth, yeah, but obviously
if you took a 2-0 in that series, that would have been very good for them.
Oh, they would have been up at the they would have been 3rd if they won that 2-0. Obviously, depending on the games later on, obviously Astralis are still above them, and obviously Astralis are playing later on versus the likes of Ago. Ago struggling is potentially an understatement here. 12 games played and 2 map wins at 6 points. So, yeah, not the best day for the Polish boys, but they did qualify for Pro League. Obviously, a great win for them there. 16-7 and a 16-4, going 1 for 1.
Yeah, that is true. Both of these gaps being split between the 2 teams, and it just kind of seemed like there was still moments of greatness individually from mousesports getting into Cobblestone. We have the huge Chris J round, just little trickles of what we saw on Mirage, right? Where it was huge plays, but the people you expected to see popping off seemed a little bit quiet. Oscar towards the A site, he was starved for economy so many rounds in a row that the AWP buys we did see come out from him were very thin and far between. And it was always the double AWP. He wasn't able to actually run that efficient style he had towards mid. And there wasn't any of the crazy highlight plays.
Yeah, the 2v4 as well on the pistol round really sealed the deal for me. I mean, mentally for mousesports, how did you come back from that one? We saw a resurgence of the later portion of their CT side, but at that point, losing the pistol with a 2 versus 4 advantage, falling down to a 13, 14-4 sort of scoreline. The rounds were close, but each and every time it fell in the favor of HellRaisers. So 1 for 1, obviously we expected on paper a 2-0 there for mousesports. We thought it, especially after how Mirage went, but HellRaisers looking strong.
Yeah, that is very true. Obviously, for HellRaisers, it's good to see them actually coming back into that one as well, because if it would have been a swift 2-0, it's not too fantastic. They were sat at 10th place, so would have dented them down even further into those standings. But they go 1-1 in terms of the games, and that is our first series done and dusted out of the way as we move on over to our second game and our second series of the night, which should be some incredible stuff. A Go taking on Astralis. They both start with A's, but one of the teams is definitely an A star.
Or going to get the W. Or the L.
And we'll be back
or the
after
T for
B,
the tie.
which will be the breaks, Nods, as I've had enough of your terrible banter.
No,
as we'll be coming in with more to be done. A Go versus Astralis. It should be fantastic stuff, as we'll be diving into that one after this.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Betway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, MSI, Xfinity, and ESEA.
Incendiary out.